Good morning, MMTs. I've got a $24 put on Human Genome over here at $1.30 by $1.45. On this side of the market, there's a $20 put below the market, all of which are $319 of 2011. They're going to come out for bin lista approval in 3 days with the FDA. We have seen a huge volume increase of 5,757 contracts to the put side traded, and the time is a 7:11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today's date 3/7/2001. Now, what I am going to show here is the name itself, Human Genome, and its price print. It says that I'm going to show on a 60-minute chart as well what these calls and puts are. So we have 5,132 of the $24 puts, and below the market, the $20 put, 5,757 traded in the first 32 minutes of the opening bell. Now, there's something wrong with the picture because you can see that the ask and the bid, that's the bid and the ask. Here it's 70 by 62, but the name is up above $26. That means that these are potentially inflated, and on an opening gap up and even down, they could steal all the premium out of these puts very easily. So we're going to peg the price to see what kind of leveraging that they're given. What does that mean? Premium leverage means an inflated bid and ask in the actual instrument, $24 put, Human Genome. And by looking at the 60-minute chart over here, we can see exactly what the $20 put was they got it down to 49 cents. They closed at 77. But there's something wrong with that when you take a look at where the price print and the name is. These are elevated in price because they are relative to being up 0.41 right here. You can see that the low was 49 pennies from the closing price of 77, and you can see that premium. That's a lot of premium for the very short-term price action that Human Genome does in the actual equity side of the print now. Okay, so basically we're seeing very, very high volume there. Now on the flip side, let's take a look at the $20 put in the very same the $24 put in the very same 60-minute chart. And basically this is that low today is $1.30 and the high is $1.40, and it's a $24 put March 11th right here. This is a 60-minute price action chart. So there isn't a lot of premium that was involved between it closes at $1.55. They gap the stock up, it takes a run. But look at the differences in the premium here between that $20 put and what it's doing in its inflated value. And this one here is closer to being in the money, for crying out loud. And you're not getting that much leverage within the actual print of the equity and then the movement in this particular $24 put. That right here confirms to me that you just don't have a price spread, and we're going to be monitoring that to this print. But the conviction is that you had between the 20 and the 24 10,000 put options traded. The lesson for the MMTs though is to understand what's an inflated premium based on price print and what's another print of yield that you're getting in the penny bid and ask range of the actual $24 put, based on it only being $2 out of the money. This one here is $6 out of the money, for crying out loud, and they're re-leveraging that at a higher price, which we find from a contrarian view that the amount of put options bought in the opening bell, that from a contrarian view, that's all the more reason why they could all be wrong, and the approval comes from a contrarian view now, is that you want to see that bigger short sell crowd once again showing its hand against Human Genome Sciences. And Human Genome Sciences about to do something here, and we're going to be monitoring this between now and the actual PDUFA date, March 10th approval date. Hopefully there is no delays or any obstacles, and that people who suffer from venous and lupus move forward. These are the betters against that right here, right now. I'm going to conclude. Yes, so your view, because we're back live on the tape, you can see how they're inflating that $6 out of the money. Relative to where the price print is, you can see the less premiums here. So you can see the bettors are really betting in full force, are they not, Mr. Schubeck?
Yes, they are.
And how do you view that?
Well, the money flow speaks for itself, but I view that as a positive sign for the approval.
Okay.
Where the money's lining up.
So what you're saying is that the money's lining up, and a lot of times the majority of the crowd can be quite wrong. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's right.
Okay, then we're going to conclude the human genome at 7:19. We haven't even been open an hour in the market. We're going to be watching for increased volatility to go along with the analysis as we move forward toward the approval date on March 10th of 2011 for human genome.